Splatoon Raiders, you have a lot to prove. The highest user rated Nintendo game, you know how big of an accomplishment that is? You have to really be good. Am I tripping here? Is this not a big deal? It kind of has to be, right? Now, I usually don't care about, reviews when it comes to picking my games, but like, this is a user rated review, so it's better than a critic. I trust what people have to say way more than critics. I like finding out, for myself how a game is. So I'm not gonna let this whole highest user rated thing influence me too much, but come on. The highest rated Nintendo game. You know how many good games Nintendo has? Wind Waker, Heat, Mario Galaxy, Heat, Ocarina of Time, Heat, Majora's Mask, Heat. Can y'all tell I play a lot of Zelda? Here, you know what? I got elite ball knowledge for y'all. Amiibo Festival. We all love that shit. So yeah, it's gonna be a little hard to not have that whole highest user rated thing in the back of my mind while I play, but I'm gonna try to be as fair as I can. I'm trying to see if this game is great. Not good, great. Alright, we're starting off by crash landing on a remote island due to a mysterious beam of light. This reminds me of this one time. Alright, so look, I was on a plane, right? And then we landed safely. What did y'all think I was gonna say? That I also got struck down by a beam of light? Come on, I'm not that cool. Okay, so I have to make a character. Honestly, I left everything basic. Splatoon characters, I don't know, they look cool, but I can't make me, how I did on Pal World. That was literally me. Damn, we've been stuck out here for a month and you're worried about an arcade? That could be cool, let me be open-minded. Alright, our first little scouting mission. Guess I gotta get materials to leave, I think. Maybe it's for the arcade, I don't know. This was basically showing me the basics, moving around, shooting, collecting, pretty cool. We did find this big robot that has a treasure map attached. Maybe I should check that out. Alright, this looks kind of fire. Let's get some treasure, I'm ready. This is the best y'all got. Rooster, fish. Gotta do better than that, y'all, come on. Alright, I got the treasure. Can't wait to see what's inside. If they ever stop talking, I don't care if y'all were TV stars, move. This is the treasure. Okay, I'm not gonna hate. This is a sweet ass move. We got more treasure on our radar. Let's go ahead and check that out. The next level plays with wind. I bet this wind feels great. Here, let me go outside and let's go embrace the wind. This kind of sucks. The wind doesn't feel that great. It's hot. Get me out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. These little wind charges lets you boost in the air and you fall nice and floaty. Pretty fun. Was the wind the reason for the high rating? Alright, you know what? I'm done bringing it up, but maybe. The next spot is covered in fog. Ah, damn. Back to Silent Hill. My Silent Hill takes place underground. I can't wait to run into Pyramid Rooster Fish. Yo, so far the environments have been, pretty cool. This level has us go into 2 different underground levels. It's sort of like a wave. We have to collect enough salmon eggs to power up our drill so we can go deeper. Pause. Alright, we got a little boss fish here, and this guy hits me with a Kamehameha, but it ain't too bad. These next 2 missions were sort of the same, let's just go and get some loot. Yo, I got this crane thing. Hold on, let me show you. I'm a pro at this. Watch this. Let me just, wait, no, hold on. Maybe if I, let me just, okay, wait, there we go. Hold on. No, wait, if I just, let me calculate the angle. Alright, there we go. First try. Alright, this next level actually gave me trouble. We have another round base raid to complete. This time we have a time limit, and if it runs out before we collect enough salmon eggs, we lose. At the 3rd floor, there's a new enemy type. This is where I lost. I didn't know I was supposed to shoot him from the back, pause, so my time ran out. Don't worry though, I leveled up once, and that was enough to win. Alright, I guess I unlocked 2 new islands. Something I'm a little worried about is the environment looks a little samey. I am still, early game, so I'm hoping to get proved wrong here. Okay, I guess this one looks different. We're in Purgatory. The actual level design is fun with all these little speed ramp things. Other than that though, pretty samey. Not saying it's bad. Let's just keep playing. Okay, this looks good. I like this environment, y'all. It's our first boss fight too. Design-wise, I mess with it, but damn, he is tough. This stupid ass tornado has been whooping me, bro. I'm heated. But we won, and the blue-haired squid girl is filling me. All up in my face, like, back up. You were just accusing me of being a traitor. Cornball. Alright, it's new island time, and the scenery is still looking a little samey. There's more fire though, so I guess that's pretty cool. 2 levels here actually impressed me. I think the design is great. The objectives have been the same. Should I get worried about that too? Let me not jump to conclusions though. Let's just keep playing. Alright, see, this is exactly why sometimes you just gotta shut up and keep playing. The scenery is getting good. Love the whole blue crystal thing going on. This level right here screams exploration. The lava is intimidating and the level looks well designed. See, this is what I needed. The next raid is a race against time. Okay, that's pretty new, right? We got a fun racetrack thing. This shouldn't be too hard, right? Right. Are we for real? This is nuts. Remember how to bot hop? Was that gonna save me? Fuck out of here. Tell you what though, that was actually pretty fun. All right, it's boss time. Okay, pretty intimidating. Don't want to spoil the boss too much, so just know I first tried it. Then Frey killed me. Alright, I'm gonna sort of just speed through the game and talk about, what interests me, like settings, level design, all that good stuff. Just anything that piqued my interest. Actually, I'll just do a final thoughts. So why did I say any of that other stuff? I don't know. I could have just cut it out, but I didn't. Is this why my videos are getting like 16 views? Damn. Alright, so I think I get the basics of the game. First, I do want to talk about the setting. I think this game would definitely benefit from some more diverse atmosphere. Some levels look great, but it gets samey. For a game that requires you to, find compasses to unlock more islands, I think we should have got some more themes. Again, there are some absolutely beautiful levels. I just wish we got a little more, Now, something I think is damn near perfect is the gameplay. Man, this game is straight up fun. Splatoon's gameplay has always been pretty fun, so putting it in a game like this was a great idea. You start pretty basic, how most games are, but each mission gives you a chance to find some better weapons. There's actually a good amount of variety when it comes to weapons. That's what you kind of expect from a Splatoon game. You got guns that'll shoot fast, shoot slow, some aren't even guns. You got buckets, paint rollers, a damn umbrella. There's lots of variety to choose from, which lets you play around and really, find out how you want to play. The weapons also have their own level up system. Lower level raids give you lower level weapons. Eventually you unlock a place to upgrade your weapons too, so that's lots of potential to get strong. Something different from mainline Splatoon games is how your character levels up. Each time you level up, you get a point and you can add it to a certain stat. I always upgraded my weapon damage and health first, because I am not trying to die easy. Trust me, these enemies will sneak up on you. Look at this bull. Speaking of enemies, let's talk about them real quick. So the enemies are salmon, chicken, rooster, fish things. Yeah, I don't really know. I really do appreciate the enemy variety here and how well they work together and give you a natural challenge. For instance, there's a tank build. That's what I call them. I don't really know the real name. Anyway, they can tank like a lot of damage and they hit hard, with their drawback being they're slow. Well, the game counters their weakness by throwing in weaker but faster enemies. On top of that, we got spring enemies that create shock waves, these tower guys who spam lasers, fish where all you can do is shoot them from the back. Pause. See where I'm going with this? All of this combines to make some chaotic, fun action. I also think the bosses are well designed too. I'm not gonna go over the rest of the bosses though. I'll leave them for you to try. On that note, I think I covered everything I wanted to with this game. Let's see, final thoughts. Does it deserve the highest user rated Nintendo game on Metacritic? It's not for me to say. What? Alright, you know what? Fine, how's this? Hell no, this game doesn't deserve it. It is not touching a single Mario game or Zelda game. Is that what y'all want? That shit sounded biased. All in all, I do see why this game is rated high. it's a really fun game to just throw on and start playing, you know? Addicting gameplay, variety of weapons, things to work for, like, this is really fun. Before I get out of here though, there's just one more thing I need to do. All right, I got this. Okay, wait, hold on, let me just, what if I, wait, no, hold on, let me, okay, look, what if, maybe obtuse angle? No, wait, acute, hold on, you know, wait, hold on, let me just, yeah, I'm out of here, this game fucking blows.